an upper-class cat with a hot date.
Cecil, darling.
I say, one crazy inventor. A grumpy grandfather. And a serious case of mistaken identity.
So I'm now joined by Grahame, the infamous voice of Cecil, the cat. Now, that must have been quite a lot of method acting going into that to get that voice right.
I did eat a lot of cat food before, yes. You're very right, method was the method, yeah. And it was very difficult actually getting into that suit. I think you couldn't really see where the joins were either, could you? So.
Yes, and I mean, was it difficult to sort of know how to wash yourself, or was it quite instinctive at that point?
It's still sort of with me. I mean, this method thing, you know, it's sort of, it's difficult to, cast off afterwards. You know.
Cats are a little bit more low maintenance than we are in that respect. Now, how did you channel that voice? I mean, he's a very grand sounding cat. I mean, cats are grand.
Yes, he's a beautiful, grand sounding cat, and that was very much the creation of the director and the writing, of course, to give it a sense that the cat ruled. I think that the cat was the, as we find in real life, the cats, will come in and just take over the house, and so I think that was the outset. That was the idea, that it should have a sense that the cat was in charge and sort of had a very particular way of living its life, and so that the tables get turned, things get turned upside down by my beautiful owner, who will have a madcap schemes. Yeah.
Well, this is really interesting, is how when Cecil entered the body of his owner, I mean, she really channeled Cecil quite dramatically and quite well.
Yes, yeah, beautifully, and it was something that we talked about when we met up, and we rehearsed a wee bit, and she actually took recordings on her phone of our actual rehearsals, so that she could sort of do her own work getting into that.
And did you study cats quite intensely prior to the film to sort of work out what a cat may be thinking at certain movements? Was it quite an interesting way of developing that?
Well, I think that was probably more for Lara, but for me, really, not literally physically involved in the shoot. I've let that out of the bag now.
What? What, you weren't actually a cat? What?
Damn. Sorry. Can we do that again?
Yeah, let's rewind. So when you were on set as a cat, what happened?
So when I was on set as the cat, of course, it's in the writing. It's the beautiful writing, so that you just go with the writing and trust the writing, trust the imagination, because it's great, really, And there's not enough cat films made.
I was going to say, actually, you don't see many cat films being made. It's all about dogs, and I feel cats are becoming much more popular creatures nowadays.
I think this is going to be a whole new genre for Hollywood, I think.
Do you think cats are actually behind this?
I think there's a movement that, I think it's just emerging. I think in next year's Oscars, who knows,
Well, I do actually believe that Cecil deserves quite an award for his performance.
I think it does. I think you're right, and so.
And if you were to pick one favourite moment out of the whole film, the thing that you thought was the most interesting or funny, what part of the film would it be?
Well, I love the intro, working on the intro, and the cat, sort of entering up to the shed. But what I actually love is the look of my owner after she's been transformed. I just think she looks amazing, and there's just a little lovely smudge from a wonderful makeup artist, I think, who've probably thought, it's just what you need, that little touch, and the hair and everything. When she sort of just emerges, and takes over as Cecil. I think she's fantastic.
And it's beautifully done. I did hear a rumour from the assistant director that love was not really on the cards between Cecil and the French little white cat that was there in real life. I'm heartbroken by this.
Well, of course, it's the thrill of the chase, I think, for Cecil. The thrill of the chase. I think he's he's a dandy cat, really. And and as much as Cecile was beautiful, Cecil actually probably would, probably feel that maybe there are more cats out there in the world, and yeah.
Well, she's quite the catch.
Well, absolutely, beautiful. So more fool he, really.
Well, thank you so much, Grahame, for joining us. Absolutely fascinating. A slightly different interview to what I'm used to. I've never interviewed a half cat, half human before. It's very, very unique.
Yes, it's. Sorry.
Oh, it's still.
Sorry, it's difficult. It's difficult to shake off, even after a number of months. I think this is the method. Yes. Yeah. And yes, I've got some kitty cat waiting for me at home.
Great. Well, I can't stop you from getting back to your cat because there'll be trouble otherwise. I do know what they're like. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
You've got to be kidding me.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.